A very good afternoon to all our live viewers. We are back with the third match in the Super Saturday. Swans Reality taking on Trophy Fighters. Leading edge. Maruti Rahul gets off the mark with that single. Very tricky conditions to bat on. Ball not coming onto the bat nicely. It's skidding through the surface. It's keeping low. Second over in progress. Gopi with the ball. Once again, a good delivery, almost got an outside edge. Nice carry through the wicketkeeper. Trophy Fighters are two for the loss of one. They've lost a wicket. The two of Shiva. Tushar Dhoni, the man dismissed in the very first over, looked for the big shot and hold out in the long off. Good safe catch by the deep fielder Takshit Rao. Well, only 2 runs coming off that over. An excellent one from Gopi to start off. Two for the loss of one after 2 overs. Trophy Fighters. Trophy Fighters winning the toss, opting to bat first. Not proving out to be a right decision so far, as they have only managed to score two in 2 overs and they have already lost a wicket. Shiva to continue. 1 over, one made in, and a wicket in his first over. Starts off with a dot. Is yet to concede a run. Operating with deep mid wicket and long off. Shiva is a very experienced bowler, driven on the up, but straight to the cover fielder. No run there. A very good field set for Shiva. Gully, point, cover point, and covers inside the circle on the offside. This time looking to go inside out. Gets an inside edge. That ball was wide of mid on. So there's a run coming off Shiva's bowling. Three on the board for Trophy Fighters. We are in the third over. Well, this time Hoik across the line and given. Well, Mahesh there planting his front foot right in front of all three. And Shiva, as he does, hits the target. That was full straight. No hesitation in the umpire's mind before giving that one out. Second one bites the dust for Trophy Fighters in the very third over. They have only three on the board and they have lost two big wickets. First, Dhoni the man dismissed. Now a wicket in the very third over. Shiva the man with both the wickets. He's got a golden arm. Well, this is a master stroke from Swans Reality, operating with the leg break with the new ball, getting rid of two top order batters. That's a beauty from Shiva. This time doesn't spin, goes straight through. Batter does well to keep that out. That was attacking the stumps. That is what Shiva does more often than not. This time he goes through the defense and hits the timber. Well. Third one down for Trophy Fighters in the very third over. Shiva with the another wicket. He only concedes one and He's got three big wickets. Three top order batters dismissed cheaply. Well. Trophy fighters in all sorts of trouble. 3 for 3 after 3 overs. All 3 in the scoreboard so far. What a spell it has been so far from Shiva. 2 overs, 1 wicket, 1 run conceded, 3 wickets for him. Gopi will continue 1 over, 2 for none for him. The new batter in is Adarsh. Is in at number 5 for trophy fighters. 327 matches for Adarsh. 3,762 runs. Averaging just under 15 strike rate. 107.76 for Adarsh. That's a very full delivery, and that's a beautiful cover drive from Rahul. That was very full delivery and in the arc for the right hander, and it's no batter needs no second invitation. Maratha Rahul it is with the boundary. Gopi, he's got sweeper cover now out, sweeper cover and deep mid wicket. Two fielders outside the circle. Well cut away, but straight to the point fielder on a bounce. An excellent throw, a direct hit that takes the deflection and goes away from the backing of fielder. So it will be couple of runs for Rahul and trophy fighters. Well, that's the danger of hitting a direct hit. A big deflection after hitting the timber. Point fielder should have been passed that one to the wicket keeper as the batters were not going for the single. He went for the stumps and gives two extras. This time the ball came in sharply. Well, Rahul was looking to cut. In the end, he had to punch that one off the back foot. Well, this is excellent from Gopi. Getting good amount of swing from the surface. 1.3 overs, 8 for none. 9 for 3 trophy fighters inside the power play. This time played with the soft hands, looking for the quick single, but sent back. This time again a length. Rahul looking to cut. Width was there, but he gets beaten. This is a very tricky surface. It's not easy to score runs as it keeps low every now and then, keeps the batter guessing. Well, that's a slow one. A good looking drive, but there's a fielder behind in the sweeper cover. Well, they're chancing the arm. The fielder there in the deep was slow off the blocks, and both the batters making full use of that one and coming back for the second. 8 runs coming off the fourth. Good one for trophy fighters. 11 for the loss of 3 after 4 trophy fighters. Shiva will continue. This time played off the front foot, but straight to the point. Covers and point well inside the circle to stop that single, whereas cover point and gully right at the edge for Shiva. That ball turned sharply. Others did well, covered the line nicely and worked it on the onside for a single. Rahul now back on strike. Well, what a ball that was from Shiva on the mark. He's been on the mark right from the word go. Well, yes, he had got an outside edge there. Deflection was a very big one. Hard for the wicket keeper to take that one, who somehow manages to get a glove. Gully fielder cuts it off, but it will be a single. Shiva this time goes slightly shorter, allowed more time for the ball to turn. Adarsh safely negotiates one off the back foot. Well, this is the feature of Shiva's bowling. He likes to keep stumps in play. He's got a good slider. Well, attacking the stumps, walked away on the onside. Yes and a no, a slight mix up. But in the end, both the batters completing the single, making the ground. Score moves to 14. 3 so far of the over. 2.5 overs, 1 made in, 4 runs, and 3 wickets for Shiva so far. Last ball of his third over. That's a slider. Oh, batter looking to go up and over. There was a fielder behind, but that ball never carried to the deep fielder. So it's another single to close out. 4 runs coming off the fifth over by Shiva. Trophy fighters 15 for the loss of 3 after 5. Change in the bowling attack. 84 matches for Nikit. Well, that ball kept low. Still, the batter did well to play at that one. 84 matches for Nikit, 43 wickets, economy 7.84, best figures of 3 for 21. Gets on the way with the good ball, a length delivery, attacking the stumps. Rahul does exceedingly well to get bat onto the ball. That ball kept real low and it was in the line of stump, in the air, but doesn't carry to the short third fielder who collects the ball on a bounce. Rahul there was keen to get back on strike, but he was sent back by others as that ball raced very quickly to the short third fielder. A direct hit from there would have been curtains. So it was a very risky single which was turned down by others. This time cut away straight to the point fielder who does well. That's another dot ball. Nikit has kept things tight up until now. His ball stump to stump is not allowed enough width for the batters to work with. Excellent power play so far for Swans. Reality. Oh well, what happened there? It seems like the ball stick in the surface. Well, that's a rare sight. It's a very flat deck. Ball hardly stops, but on that occasion it does. Others were way early into the shot, looking to lift that one over fine leg. That ball arrived very slow than he expected. That's third dot in a row. Good bowling from Nikit. He's bowling into the surface, trying to keep on the stumps. Once again, attacking the body. Batter looking to pull that one. Slightly late on the shot. Understandably, the previous ball held in the surface, so he delayed his shot. Now the ball skids through the surface and comes way quicker than he expected. Well, the surface keeping the batter guessing. Nikit attacking the body of the batter, keeping stump to stump. That's a sharp bumper there. Adarsh went for the pull, but that ball goes over his blade. Excellent power play for trophy fighters. In fact, for Swans reality, trophy fighters 16 for 3 in all sorts of trouble. Power play clearly belongs to Swans reality. 16 for 3 fighters after 6. Another change in the bowling attack. Now Takshit Rao with his right arm leg break starts off with a wide down the leg. 163 matches for Takshit Rao. 71 wickets. Economy very good. 5.39. Best figures of 5 for 20. Well, this is better. Much better line and length. Getting the ball to skid through the surface. Rahul looking to cut at that one. Gets beaten due to the lack of bounce. This time Rahul advances, takes the ball on full, drives it to the sweeper cover. Well, they are looking for the second one. Throw is good, but both the batters very quick between the wickets. Complete the second with ease. Good cricket from trophy fighters. Tossed up delivery, driven square, wide of sweeper cover, and he gives it up. That's a boundary. Beautifully placed by Rahul towards the left of sweeper cover. Beats the point fielder towards his right. That was a very well timed shot that raced very quickly off the surface. He's a very good batter, Rahul. Run a ball 19 so far for him. He's lost three partners up until now. This time he comes down the track. Takshit Rao saw him coming. Throwed that wide of him. Wicket keeper failing to stump one. Well, if the wicket keeper caught that cleanly, it would have been curtains for Rahul. This is a smart piece of bowling from Takshit. This time Rahul hangs on the back foot, cuts it fine. No one there in the short third. It's a boundary. Beautifully done by Rahul. Allowed the ball to come to him. Then plays it very late. Fine of gully fielder. That ball raced away very quickly. Takshit quick through the air. This time Fuller and driven on the up. That's another boundary. Hat-trick of boundaries for Rahul. Towards the left of short cover. No chance for sweeper cover to cut that off. That was timed sweetly by Rahul, who now moves to 27. 27 of 21. How costly will be that drop chance by the wicket keeper? That's a much better length. In fact, much better line as well. Attacking the stumps on the length. Ball skidding off the surface. Rahul happy to defend that one off the back foot. So 7 overs done and dusted. Trophy fighters 32 for the loss of 3. Nikit will continue. Excellent first over by Nikit. Only conceding one. A fielder extra on the offside for Nikit. Well, he drifts one down. Yes, it's been called wide. Extra fielder on the offside and drifting one down the leg. That's not a good thing to do. No one in the fine leg, inside or outside the circle. Operating with two covers. Well, now an extra cover fielder is off and he goes in the fine leg. After that ball, others 2 of 9 deliveries so far for him. This time opts to drive, gets it right off the toe. Ball crawls through the covers fielder. There's a no run there. It's a dot ball. Current rate have significantly come up after that previous over from Takshit Rao. Current rate just under 5 now, 4.6 to be precise. This time he goes full. Batter goes straight in the long on region for a single. Others there playing that one off the front foot. Maratha Rahul. He's got his eye in. 27 of 22 for him so far. Well, what a ball that was. That was an absolute peach. That is unplayable stuff from Nikit. Late, lateral movement of the surface. It's hard to play. Movement at the same time. An extra bounce. Troubling Rahul. You're too good. You should be a too good a batter to nick on that one. This time punched off the back foot with a very soft hands. Well, there was a chance of a run out. A clean take by the point fielder would have been curtains. There was an opportunity of run out at the both ends, but the fielder there fails to collect the ball. Both the batters were in a triangle right in between the wicket. He could have gone any end, but he fails to collect. Played off the back foot with the soft hands in the covers and threw for a single. A wild throw, no one backing that one. So it will be an extra run. Fielder, batter there, made his ground, already made his ground. So there was no use of that throw. Fielder should have been not throwing that one by knowing no one backing up. This time walked away on the onside. Will they look for second? No, they will not. Square leg fielder is quick. So it will be a single to close out the over. Only 6 runs coming off the 8th over. Trophy fighters 38 for the loss of 3 after 8 overs. Takshit Rao to continue after being expensive in his first over. He will continue. Captain showing faith on him. Starts off with a beauty on a length attacking the stump. Others just keeps it out of the back foot. Oh, almost goes to the defense on that occasion. Others manages to get an inside edge. They're going for the second run. They'll complete the second with ease. This is excellent running between the wicket by both the batters. Realizing that there's no one inside the circle on the onside in front of square and going for the second run. Good delivery to close out the over. 5 runs. Coming off the ninth over. 43 for the loss of 3 trophy fighters after 9 overs. Another introduction in the attack. Bowling attack. Shomik now with his right arm off break. Introduced in the very 10th over. This will be the last over from this end. 23 matches for Shomik, 17 wickets. Economy just over 6. Best figures of 3 for 12. That's a tossed up delivery and beautifully lifted. Wide of long off. That's a boundary. Rahul now moving along nicely. Moves into 30s with that boundary. 32 of 26 deliveries. Shamik touch fuller on that occasion and goes for a boundary. That's time. It's in the air. Long off fielder takes it. Gopi there in the deep. Makes no mistake. Rahul looking for the big shot. Bat turning in his hands and that was an easy catch in long off. Rahul will be mighty disappointed with himself. He was in. He's thrown his wicket up. Trophy fighters will cherish that one as they get through. The fourth batter of trophy fighter. 48 for 4 after 9.3 trophy fighters. Sanjay Stoinis is the new batter in. Gets off the mark with a single down to long on. Very experienced batter. Sanjay Stoin is plenty of experience behind him. 714 matches for him. 13,264 runs. Averaging just under 30. Strike rate very healthy. 145.73. In at number 6 for trophy fighters. Shomik. Excellent so far. Last ball of the over. That's a beauty. Coming in sharply. After pitching, Stone is defensive on off the back foot. We are halfway through. After 10 overs, trophy fighters 50 for the loss of 4. There will be a change in end. We will be right back after a very short breaks. Players will have drinks. What a catch that was! That was in the air for a very long time, and cotton ball it is for Manish Singh. Gets the wicket in the very first over that he bowls. Gets rid of Adarsh. Adarsh only managing 13 of 22 deliveries. Gets dismissed by Manish Singh. It was the first ball that he bowled. It was in fact the second ball that Manish Singh bowled, and he picks up a wicket. Half of the team dismissed for trophy fighters. They have just 52 on the board. 52 for 5 now after 10.2. What a ball that was! Pitching in line and straightening up. Sanjay Stoin is the man dismissed. That was an absolute peach. Pitching on the middle stump, then straightening up and going on to hit the middle stump as well. What a ball that was! Sanjay Stoin is playing the ball to go straight with the arm, but that's straight and up enough. That's a dream delivery for any off spinner. Sanjay Stoinis, the man dismissed. Sixth one bites the dust for trophy fighters as they have only 60 on the board. 60 for the loss of 6. 60 for the loss of 6 after 11.5. New batter in is Pradeep Yadav. In fact, it's Manish. New batter in is Manish God. In at number 8 for trophy fighters on the pads, clipped away nicely in the fine leg. It's been given leg byes. Score moves to 61. 5 runs and a wicket of Sanjay Stoin is coming off the 12th over. Trophy fighters 61 for the loss of 6 after 12 overs in all sorts of trouble. Manish Singh will continue. 1 over 6 for 1 so far from Manish. Now into his second over. He'll be continuing around the wicket. Huge appeal. But match official says that ball was missing the off stump on the angle, like by signal. Bowler there was mighty interested. That was a good delivery from Manish Singh. The ball is skidding through the surface. It's really hard to pick that sort of Oh, well. That's a real loosener, real, real rank loosener from Manish Singh, and Abhishek Reddy makes full use. He was trying to ball a quicker one. That ball not came rightly off the hand. That was banged in halfway and down the leg delivery. Abhishek Shiva back into the attack. Will bowl out. Abhishek Reddy looking for the reverse sweep. Gets no connection with the ball. Wicketkeeper there missing. Well, that's an absolute peach from Shiva to get rid of Abhishek Reddy. Well, that pitched on the leg stump and hits the off stump. You cannot play that delivery. That's literally an unplayable one from Shiva to send back Abhishek Reddy. Abhishek Reddy departs. Trophy fighters now 7 down for just 79. New batter in is Siddharth God. He's in at number 9 for trophy fighters. He's got a good amount of experience behind him. Siddharth God, 275 matches for him, 2373 runs, averaging just under 18, strike rate in excess of 135. Well, he's more than capable batter. Siddharth God in at number 9 can bat. Shiva literally today is unplayable. Well, that's a Yorker, beautifully kept out. All along the carpet he goes in the covers for a single. Score moves to 80 with that single. Now strike is back with Manish. Manish sweeps, but straight to the deep mid wicket fielder. So it will only be a single. Score moves to 81 now. 81 for 7 after 13.4. Once again, beautifully driven, but all along the carpet. It will only be a single. That was a very good looking shot, but only for a single. Well, Manish looking to drive that one, but it was not full enough to driven away. 5 runs and a wicket coming off the 14th over. Trophy fighters 82 for the loss of 7 after 14 overs. Shomik now back into the attack. This will be his third over. So far, 2 overs, 11 for 2 for Shomik. It started off drizzling here at one champion. It's slowly getting. Well, that's been given as a no ball as the drizzle is getting heavier and heavier. No ball and a free hit signal by the state umpire as there were only 3 fielders inside the circle. This is poor from Swans. Reality, these are basic things that you need to work on. Free hit coming up, hit away but doesn't get off the middle. Straight to the deep square leg on the bounce. So it will only be a single. Score moves to 84. 84 for 7 after 14.1. Slowly, but yes, the drizzle getting heavier. How long will it take for the match officials to stop? Will they continue or will they stop? Continuous drizzle like this will spoil the surface, so they'll take the action. Well, no shot offered on that occasion. Well, that's been given as a white. White plus one. Two extras for trophy fighters. Score moves to 87. Shomik is gone for 5 runs so far in the 3 balls. Well, goes very full, attacking the stumps. Manish played with the soft hands, looking to get through for a single, but sent back by the non-striker Siddharth God. 3 deliveries still remaining in this over. Once again, slow through the air, lifts over long off, and that's been put down. Well, that should have been with a wicket for Shomik. Manish got there, getting the life. Well, Takshit Rao there in the deep, usually a very safe fielder, but juggles, puts it down in the third attempt. This time, Siddharth God makes room for himself, hits it in the mid wicket, so it will only be a single. 7 runs of the over so far. This will be the last ball of the 15th over. 89 on the board. 89 for 7 trophy fighters. At the moment, they are way behind. Very slow through the air. Looking for the big shot. Manish God. And once again, put down. This time in the long on region. First, he got a life in the long off. Now he got a life on the long on. Long on, long off. Both fielders putting one down. Manish getting couple of lives at the 15 over marks. Trophy fighters are 90 for the loss of 7. Well, the match official says that's it's enough as the drizzle gets heavier and heavier. Understandably, this will spoil the surface. So the covers are on. There is a pause in play. 90 for the loss of 7 after 15. Trophy fighters. It's where we stop. thick hitch outside edge, coming off the blade of Takshit Rao, and he'll fetch a boundary at the very first ball. A good delivery from Naresh, but still goes to a boundary. Wicket keeper got his hands stretched wide, but it was too little, too late. Ball has already passed by the time he could have get his hand out. That's a boundary. Six without any loss. Swans reality chasing 115 in the 18 overs. This match is now reduced to 18 overs. Well, that was very full, right in the arc for Takshit Rao, who sends it way out in the long on. That's the first boundary, first maximum of the innings coming off Takshit Rao's bat. Strike rate of 500. Takshit Rao. He's got 10 of 2 deliveries, 12 without any loss. Swans reality in the very first over. This is a better length from Naresh. Dragged his length back. Takshit Rao does well. Just clips it in the square leg for a single. Score moves to single. In fact, score moves to 13 with that single. Good start for Swans reality. Naresh, the bowler, with the ball. 219 matches for him, 170 wickets. Economy 7.5. Best figures of 4 for 10. Once again, it was a slow one, but it was very full in terms of length. And Nikit, on that occasion, got rid of it. Beautifully waits onto it and swings through the line. This time, it was way bigger than the Takshit Rao hits in the previous ball. Massive hit to close out the over. 19 coming off the very first over. Swanciality off to a flyer in the very first over on the back of Nikit and Takshit Rao. Two very aggressive batter right at the top for Swans reality. 84 matches for Nikit, 975 runs, averaging just under 15. Strike rate in excess of 90. Whereas Takshit Rao, 163 matches for him, 6068 runs, averaging over 41. Strike rate 122.17 for Takshit Rao. Both the batters looking to finish things off in a hurry. They have started off nicely, getting 19 in the very first over. Sanjay Stoinis to share the new ball. Gets treated with a massive hit. Straight as an arrow, it goes over the head, over the side screen for a six. What a shot that was from Takshit Rao. This time he goes short, but the direction was wrong. Drifted down the leg. White ball says the umpire. Takshit Rao looking to pull at that one. White down the leg. What a shot that was! Slightly shorter in terms of length by Stones, and Takshit Rao hits it once again out of the ground. That's a back-to-back sixes to start off the second over. Well. Swans reality raised away to 32 in just 1.2 overs. They are in a hurry to finish off this match, getting delayed due to rain. It rained approximately around half an hour or more, but it will not slow down. Takshit Rao, this time square, is having some trouble with his hand too. That ball traveled very quickly. It's not easy to get that sort of catches. Reaction time was very minimal. This time slightly shorter in terms of length on the pads. Played with the soft hands by Nikit, and they are through. Good loud early call from Takshit Rao at the non-striker end. Both the batters making their ground with ease. Score moves to 34. What a start this has been for Swans reality. They were completely outplayed in the previous encounter, but they are now. That's a beauty from Stoinis. Sanjay there hitting that shot of good length mark. That ball climbed up nicely. Takshit Rao just trying to play that one off the back foot, gets beaten on the outside edge. This is much better length up against these two batters. Anything fuller, they'll feed on that one. This time he gets an inside edge ball racing away in the fine leg. Fielder after it, but he has to give it up. That ball raced away very quickly. Another over goes for 19. Back to back 19 overs for 19 runs over for Swan Reality. 38 without any loss after two. Change in the bowling attack. Now Abhishek Reddy, another right arm pacer, has been given a go. He's a very good bowler. Abhishek Reddy starts off with a short ball tucked away in the square leg for a single by Nikit. Gives the strike back to Takshit Rao. 203 matches for Abhishek Reddy. 156 wickets. Economy just under it. 7.99. Best figures of 5 for 27. Starts off with a single. 28 of just 8 deliveries for Takshit Rao. Whereas 9 of 5 deliveries for Nikit. 39 without any loss. Swans reality. They're after 115. They're chasing 115 in 18 overs. Well, that was beautifully bowled by Abhishek Reddy. Banged into the surface. Takshit Rao did exceedingly well to get on the top of the bound. Cuts it, cuts it nicely. Tried to get it towards the left of point. Who gets it in a full-fledged dive and stops that ball. Definitely saves 3 runs for his team there. Fielder in the point. Only a single conceded. Score moves to 40 with that single. The strike is back with Nikit. Once again, back of a length delivery. This time played with the soft hands by Nikit and through for a single. This is better length up against these two. If you go slightly fuller, you will be penalized. These two waiting for that sort of length. Initially, the bowlers of trophy fighters tried to bowl full. but they have gone for boundaries. Good adjustment that they have made. Now bowling into the surface more often than not. Once again into the surface. This time it's sat up nicely for Takshit Rao, who pulls it. Fielder there in the circle, got a hand to it, but still not good enough as that ball raced away very quickly. That shot was timed very nicely by Takshit Rao, who pulls it just towards the left of square leg, beats the short square leg, and no stopping that ball. Once in the outfield, it rained for 30 minutes or more, but still outfield is very quick. That is what you get at one champion cricket ground. Outfield very lightning quick. 45 without any loss. Swans reality in just 2.4. Once again into the surface. This time Takshit Rao gets in a better position and pulls it over square leg. One bounce four it is. Well, Takshit Rao looking to score rapidly. Well, Abhishek Reddy being too predictable with his length now makes a field change. In fact, he is operating with same field. Long off and sweeper cover are the two fielders outside the circle, and he's continuing with that very field. With this field, you can't ball on body. You should be balling outside off stump. This time, a short length delivery, short of good length, outside off stump, punched off the back foot, but straight to the mid on fielder. That's a dot ball to close out the over. Still a good one for batting team. 11 runs coming off that one. Swan's reality off to a flyer. 49 without any loss after 3. 66 more needed. Sanjay Stoyan is to continue. Well, that was fuller in terms of length. Nikit manages to get an inside edge on the pads. Slight appeal, but it was just a formality. 50 is up for Swan's reality. 50 in no time. It just took 3.1 overs for them to reach the landmark 50. Takshit Rao 37 of 12, whereas 11 of 7 for Nikit at the non-striker end. Takshit Rao looking to make full use of the field restrictions. This is a better length from Sanjay Stoinis. Well, he's gone for 19 in his previous over. Was guilty of bowling full, but now he's changed his tactic. Now bowling more into the surface. He's got deep mid wicket and square leg behind. So possible chance of a bouncer there. Yes, he goes, but Takshit Rao is up to the task. That ball never climbed enough and beautifully put away towards the right of deep square leg. That ball never climbed enough to trouble the batter of this caliber. Was shot, banged into the surface, but never climbed enough. Takshit Rao helps it on its very way. Into 40s now, Takshit Rao. 41 of just 14 deliveries. Once again, into the surface. This time, a fielder takes it, but his body weight was going over. Well, was that a six? Or did he get the ball inside in time? That was a very good effort in the deep. His body weight was always going over. So, had released the delivery just before going over. This is good effort. Saves 5 runs. Saves 5 runs for his team, but Sanjay Stoyan is not happy with the effort there. You can understand the effort that he's putting into his bowling. This time he goes slightly full and Nikit gets underneath that one and lifts it beautifully over mid on for a boundary. One bounce, four it is. What a shot that was! Slightly over pitched, and these batters are of the highest caliber. The error of margin is very minimal. 10 runs already of the over. Last ball. Once again, full. Nikit goes straight. Will fetch a boundary for that. 14 runs coming off. The fourth over by Sanjay Stoinis, an expensive one. After four, Swans reality 63 without any loss. Abhishek Reddy will continue. He's gone for 11 in his first over. Now will ball his second. He's got deep square leg and a front foot deep fine leg. Understandably, he'll bang in halfway. Yes, he does, but this time doesn't climb as much as he would have expected. Abhishek Reddy sat up nicely. It was just over knee roll, and Takshit Rao just pulls one well in front of that straight his square leg and gets a boundary for himself. Now another fielder on the onside after that shot. They have got a short mid wicket as well, right at the edge of circle. More fielders on the onside. 46 of 16 for Takshit Rao so far. Short ball. This time he goes over that fielder. Once again, the ball doesn't climb enough to trouble Takshit Rao, who easily pulls it over. Short mid wicket fielder for a boundary. What a shot that was. Takshit Rao. No trouble whatsoever for him with the short stuff. There's a change in field. Now square leg is inside and mid wicket drops back. Deep mid wicket and a very stylish, I must say, back foot square leg in position. Apart from short square leg, once again into the surface, pulled away towards the right of mid wicket. A slight misfield. Takshit Rao looking to come back, but Nikit sends him back. So they have settled in with a single. That was a very good shot. That ball was traveling. Fielder does exceedingly well to stop that one. Well, this is being very predictable. Abhishek Reddy and trophy fighters, very predictable at the moment with the field set and their bowling. Yes, he gives it a bluff. As I said, very predictable. He goes fuller. Nikit, once again, as he did in the previous overs, looked to go straight down the ground, but misses. That's a dot ball. 72 without any loss in just 4.4 overs. What a start this has been for Swans reality while chasing 115. This time shot into the surface and one for the over given by the square leg umpire. That was a good sharp bumper from Abhishek Reddy. Niket was ready, but still it bounced at a good. It came at a very good height. Niket went for the pull but gets beaten. There's a change in a field after that. One for the over has been given. Now mid on drops back. Mid on, long on, and mid wicket are the two fielders outside the circle. He balls one length delivery on the pads. Played with the soft hands by Niket and threw for a single. 10 runs coming off the fifth over. 73 without any loss. Swans reality after 5. Sanjay Stoinis will continue into his third over. 2 overs, 32 for none so far for him. Now into his third over, will ball the final over of the power play. Niket looking to play on the onside. Gets a leading edge, but the ball moves all along the carpet straight to the covers. Was right at the edge. So it's an easy single, which gives the strike to Takshit Rao, who at the moment is getting the boundaries to ease, scoring the boundaries at will. 51 of just 18 deliveries. What a knock this has been from Takshit Rao. He's got 2.5 century in a flash inside the power play. On the body, clipped away. This time straight to the fielder. Well. Elevation was not there for Takshit Rao on that occasion. He was expecting that ball. He got it, but doesn't get the elevation, desired elevation, and good catch by Adarsh in the deep. Takshit Rao finally dismissed. First wicket goes down for Swans reality. 71 for the loss of 1 after 5.2. After 7 overs, 84 for the loss of 1. Swans reality. They've slowed down a bit after the departure of Takshit Rao. 31 needed more to prevail victorious in this encounter for Swans reality, whereas for trophy fighters they need 9 wickets. Siddhartha God now with the ball starts off with a good ball. That ball kept real low. Nikit did exceedingly well to get bat onto that one. That ball was crashing onto the stumps. If he would have missed it, it's a single to start off the over. Nikit keeping the eye on the ball till the very last moment. That's the key to success at this surface. This time Tarun swings across the line and misses a very straight one. Siddhartha God strikes in his very first over, gets rid of Tarun. Second one bites the dust for Swan's reality. One brings two, as they say. They have got the second one. Is there a twist in a day? Twist in a match, or it will be a cakewalk for Swan's reality? For now, trophy fighters getting rid of the second batter. 85 for 2 after 7.2. New batter in is Manish Singh in at number 4 for Swan's reality. Change in a field now. Deep mid wicket comes in and fine leg drops back for Manish Singh. Understandably, Siddharth trying to attack the stumps. Drips one down. That's a wide delivery. 382 matches for Manish Singh. 8,958 runs. Averaging just under 39 strike rate. Just under 132 for Manish Singh. Is a very good batter. Very good top order batter. Well, punch straight to the short cover. Throw there. Short mid wicket fielder excellently backs it up. Siddharth God with the wicket in the very first ball he balls. He's got plenty of experience behind him too. 275 matches for Siddharth. 221 wickets. Economy 7.72. Best figures of 447. Once again the ball keeps low. Skids through the surface. Well, Manish looking to swing completely. Staying on the top of that ball. That ball kept low and skids through. Goes underneath the swing of bat. Well, these are not good signs for a batter. You need to be very cautious with your swing. This time the ball comes at a good height. Manish does well to keep it out. But it's been the guessing game for the batters. Once Takshit Rao is gone, trophy fighters bowling well. They have held things back nicely. This time played with the soft hands, but straight to the short mid wicket fielder. Third dot, third dot on a trot to close out the over. A successful one from Siddharth. 2 runs and a wicket coming off that one. 86 for the loss of 2 after 8. Tushar Dhoni will continue. Will bowl the final over from this end. Starts off with a loopy full delivery, and that's been swinged out of the park from Nikit. Got underneath the ball and hits it a long way. What a shot that was! He got into a position very quickly there, Nikit, and deposits one way over in the long on region. This time, length slightly dragged back from Dhoni. Tushar is a very smart operator. 1.2 overs, 14 for none so far for him. This time, Nikit getting down the track. Well, there's a comedy there. His lace was open. He never saw that one. Felling at the right time. Somehow managing to stop that ball. Otherwise, it would have been stump out, easy stump out. He does well to keep that one out. That's a dot ball. Six and couple of dot balls. It's again started to drizzle here at one champion. Well, we are hoping for a full game here. Already play has been reduced to 18 overs. Well, 23 more away from victory. Swans reality. They'll look to finish off things quickly. This time length drag back, punched off the back foot, but doesn't get past the bowler, who does exceedingly well in his follow through while moving towards right. Nikit not hurrying the things. Very short ball, looking to pull, but no timing whatsoever on the ball on that occasion. It lands just outside the circle, so no possible chance of catch. That for the deep fielder who does the sweep up job. So only single of that delivery. Once again, tossed up delivery. This time swept hard. Fielder there in the deep who collects the ball on couple of bounces. So it will only be a single to close out. A good comeback from Tushar Dhoni. Only 8 coming off the ninth over. 94 for the loss of 2 after 9 overs. Swans reality. Siddharth God will continue. Will bowl the 10th over. Eshami. Eshimi outside off stump. Then hits across the line, but straight to the mid wicket fielder for a single. Score moves to 95. Now 20 runs away from the victory. Swans reality. This time he lifts it, will not go all the way and taken. Lick it, looking to go over long on, and he holds out into the deep. Good catch there by Sanjay Stoyanes in the deep, who makes no mistake. Another batter goes down for Swans reality. Nikhit the man dismissed. Third wicket down in the 10th over. 95 for 3 after 9.2. That's a boundary. That's a poor delivery. First up from Siddharth God, drifting on the pads, and Shomik. In fact, it was outside of Tom Shomik, just opening the face at the very last moment, running it very fine, beats the short third towards his right, and he'll fetch a boundary for that. No better way to announce yourself on the batting crease than hit a boundary on the very first ball you face. Shomik is a left-hand bat, 23 matches for him, 486 runs, averaging over 30, strike rate just under 120. This time looking to walk one away on the onside, inside edge onto the pad. Ball moves back to the bowler in his follow through. That's a dot ball. 99 for 3, Swans reality in just 9.4 overs. Well, that's a wide down the leg delivery. Well, they're going for an extra run as well. Manish Singh making his ground comfortably in the end. 100 is up for Swans reality. 101 for 3 in 9.4. Well, 14 needed. 3 wicket down for Swans reality. 7 wickets needed as far as trophy fighters are concerned. Well, that's a massive hit. That was a full toss and it gets the treatment. Manish Singh with a big six way over square leg. That's gone in the top decker. What a shot that was. 107 is up for Swans reality with that six. Now they are 8 away from the victory. Slow one. Looked for another biggie, but only manages to get an inside half. Ball moves all along the carpet for a single. 14 runs coming off that one. 108 for 3 after 10. Tushar Dhoni to ball from this end. There's a change in end. He starts off with a flighted delivery that goes the distance. Well, Manish Singh shuffles towards his off stump, gets one in his arc. That was a very full delivery, and out of the park it goes. Now scores are level. Swans reality 1 run away from the victory. It will be a thumping victory for them over trophy fighters. They first got their opponent bowled out for just 114. Now they have reached 214 in just 10.1 overs. Now a run away. Swans reality from the victory. Once again, swing away, but there's a fielder there in the deep. Batter there, not going for the single. Well, he wants to finish it off in some style. That's a dot ball. Manish Singh there, looking to finish off things in style. Well, that's down the leg delivery. He pulls, and that goes all the way for a six. What a shot it was! A poor delivery from Tushar Dhoni, and an emphatic way to finish off the match as Swans reality win this match with 7 wickets. What a performance they have put on. Trophy fighters winning the toss, posting In fact, getting bundled out for just 114 in 17.2 overs. Swans reality chasing out in just 10.3 overs and winning this match with 7 wickets. Player of the match will be Shiva for his outstanding spell of bowling. 4 overs, 1 made in, 8 runs and 4 wickets. Make, makes him the man of the match. That's it from this match. Do catch us in tomorrow's exciting matches in the Super